people from the world. Here we are today. We're bringing you some good information. Good old information, right? Everybody's wondering what to do with their life. A lot of people don't know what's going on in the world. So a lot of people wonder what to do. What do I do? Can I work from home? How can I make this happen for myself? You know? One of the great things that I do, I was definitely wondering that myself for a while. You know, understanding that in 2019, in a world that we live today, everything works online. There's so many opportunities just for tip of your fingers, your phone, your computer. There's definitely opportunities to take advantage of. And one of those opportunities that I see everybody talking about nowadays is selling online. That's something that people do nowadays. That is an amazing thing, let me tell you. You know, one of my dreams has been to move into that and just be able to live a sort of a digital nomad lifestyle, where I could just check on my computer how progress is doing and how everything is going, and I'm able to just keep making money, right? That's what keeps the world going. That's what keeps you going. So understanding that obviously puts us in a position where how can we do this? How can I become a digital nomad, right? So just to skim through a lot of stories and a lot of research, I pretty much starting selling on Amazon. Selling on Amazon is definitely a great thing. And I'm very proud and I'm very grateful that I found it and that I'm able to use it for my advantage. It's definitely something that has been growing and just been building up. It's an amazing machine. It's a money machine, that's for sure. For anybody that definitely has some extra cash in there, you can start this very easily, you know, $200, $500, $1,000, you know, depending on the type of thing that you want to focus on within Amazon, within online sales and everything that you do. It's super important that you kind of really focus on something, because that's how you're really gonna know your success, right? Determine on something, focus on that one something, and then obviously make that happen and duplicate that as many times as you can. That's my boy, Duncan. He's pretty excited about life right now. He's happy that I'm doing this for you guys, so I hope that you guys are happy too. Thank you for joining the stream. For the people that are here, family is always first. Well, we'll be doing more of this. I want to make sure that I share some of this knowledge and some of this wealth, because I think it's important, you know. I'm gonna go into some of the things that are most basic for some of the people that are looking into selling online and selling on Amazon, and then I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to understand what we're talking about. All right, so I'm gonna take you first real quick, and I'm gonna show you something in the back end, in the background. And here we are looking at Trello. Trello right now is definitely a tool that I use to pretty much control and organize most of the aspects of my businesses, right? So we have different aspects for everything, you know, and I'll show you a little quick pic over here of this. You know, this is different items that we had already booked up and built up and we're looking into for a while. This is when we were looking into shoes a lot, and we didn't care so much about variations. If you sell online, you might have an idea how variations can affect you. In this case, I could definitely go over it. If you do have a specific question, I'll be more than happy to answer it. Any feedback, let me know as well. Any questions, will always be answered, or at least directed to the right place. Okay, so this is just part of our wholesale sourcing, and I'll definitely be able to explain this a little more. Now, one of the first things that I always see, and one of the first things that people always think about when selling on Amazon, they're thinking about this. Private label. How many people have you heard talking about private label, right? Private label is something that a lot of people get into, but they don't understand what it is when they're really getting into things. So we're really gonna differentiate here something. We're gonna make sure that we pick and choose what is our path in life, right? What is our path through our online selling, right? So you can do private label, or you could be a regular guy doing retail arbitrage. If you are just starting, private label might just not be your way. You know, it's just that simple. You're kind of starting like to run before you walk. That's definitely not the idea. So I'll touch up a little bit on that. And in reality, you really have to make sure that you draw that path. And there's only a few ways that you're gonna be able to draw it. You have to ask yourself a few questions. And in the world that we live on today, as far as Amazon and the structures that are going within, there's different ways that you can sell, different markets, right? So within Amazon, if you're picking out your path, for example, if you're thinking about private label, then you already kind of picked out and choose one of the things that is going to happen to you, because either you're going to end up creating a lot of private labels on the long run and just have a lot of products, or you're really going to focus on building products so you can sell that as a business to somebody, right? So you might have a business selling baking mats, and you have been able to contact providers, you've been able to get the best baking mat, and you're the one on Amazon that's selling everything, and you're making $2 million a year on sales, and all of a sudden now you have a business that you can sell if it's already automatic, if it's already established how it's supposed to, and pretty much give the keys to somebody else so they can get on that Rolls Royce you built up from the bottom up. That's a way to do it. That's private label. You can either build a lot of products that are privately owned by you, of course, and you're gonna be able to make that happen. Or, you know, again, you can go the other way and maybe go into the retail arbitrage. This is an easier route at the beginning. It's less complicated, and it requires less money, which is why a lot of people go into this section. It's important to understand that, because if you're going into Amazon and you're thinking private label, and you're already thinking about talking to people from China and getting things done that way, oof, you know, you have a lot of things in your plate, buddy. You know, you might have another job and you're trying to make that happen for yourself at the same time. You have no idea how much money it's really gonna cost you at the end, especially with the tariffs and the laws, how they keep changing around that. I'm not saying it's not doable, and I'm not saying it's not the most profitable, because it is the most profitable. But it's the hardest one, definitely. If you don't understand how to ship something into Amazon, it's pretty tough to just start a private label and just start shipping random things to Amazon and see how they sell. That's how you get your account shut down. All right. So in the world of retail arbitrage, we are able to see a different path that might take us somewhere to the same. It's just a different path, right? So if we're thinking about retail arbitrage, then you're thinking about the path that at one point you might want to be selling stuff from an online arbitrage type of way and moving into the wholesale business of these branches, right? So now we're not talking about private label, your own product owned by you with your brand. Now we're talking about retail arbitrage, which entails in getting a product that's already sold, it's already made by somebody. This product already has a price, it's already established, it's already established brand maybe, or maybe a smaller brand, but it's definitely a product that somebody already started. And you're just finding it for a good price and obviously selling it for a good profit, right? Through online, whether you do it online or whether you do it in person, that is arbitrage in general, right? So if we think about that, and you think about how things can become automatic, because if it's not scalable, then what are you really working on, right? So if you're thinking about the scaling of retail arbitrage, you definitely have to think about online arbitrage and more rapidly moving into wholesale, as that will definitely lock you into the online world, as you will start to getting permits and things to be able to sell products that you might have not been able to sell before. And that's how you kind of grow in there. A lot of people, when they have been able to build up a lot of wholesale accounts and have been able to establish themselves in the online world and the online sales and everything, they do jump into the private label, and it's just duplication galore at that point, just making a lot of items, selling almost all of, it's definitely a great way. It's not from one day to the next. A lot of people think that it's just from one day to the next you're going to be able to make it happen, and it's not the case at all. You have to understand that it takes time to build, and obviously you have to understand how the business works within to be able to take advantage of the things that really boost you up and really help you grow this business. This is amazing. I love this. I can talk about this all day, every day. But I want to definitely break it down a little more, and then I'm going to show you some results in a little bit as well, so you can see what's going on in there. All right. So let's see. Right? So if we're talking about retail arbitrage, and we're focusing more on that because maybe it is the easiest way to start. It's cheaper. You don't have to contact somebody from China and maybe spend $5,000 up front without knowing how that product is going to work. You can spend the same $5,000 on a product that you already know sells. You already have all of the basic information to know what it takes to sell this product. You're just finding it at a really good price. So that's why that makes it easier for sure. In that world, then you have to definitely make sure that you become good at finding deals. Whether in person, as you going into the store and picking it up yourself, or doing it online. We have moved fully into an online arbitrage system and moving towards wholesale. So it's definitely a great thing for us at this point, as we're not going to stores anymore and having to pick up items. That's something that obviously takes time, and I would recommend it to anybody that's just starting, because it really helps you build your knowledge and the things that you have to do to make sure that you get the right product with the right BSR, with the right everything, the perfect product. So if you think about that, retail arbitrage is something that you start with, but then you want to move into online arbitrage, and you really want to move into finding products online, like in Walmart.com, like Target.com, farmandfleet.com, and many other websites that have a lot of great products, right? You definitely want to make sure that you do focus on the type of products that will definitely be advantageable for you, that you will be able to take advantage of. So you got to think about the category, and if it's a product that is usually returned, if it's a product that has a lot of variations, you definitely want to make sure what is it that you're dealing with, and focus on that and grow in that part, in that category. So that's a little bit more of the online arbitrage there. You definitely at one point want to take it to wholesale. As you find a lot of good products, you're finding a lot of good leads. And with those leads, you're able to contact manufacturers and brand owners to be able to get an even better deal or a more direct deal from them, and be able to keep it consistent, and now actually build a cycle for some of the items that you have, and have replenishable items, which is one of the toughest things if you're building your Amazon business. And if you've been doing it for a while, you can definitely tell as how inconsistent that is, right? Again, if you have any specific questions, post them up. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. We do have a Facebook group. Facebook group is Popular Storehouse. Popular Storehouse is our brand, is the name. And we've been doing a few things with it. Again, now we're moving more into a wholesale system, so we've cleared out a lot of the items that we got in there, and we just really want to get more consistency in the items that we know have been working for us. Um, with that being said, once you move into wholesale and once you have that consistency, then the sky is the limit. How many wholesale accounts can you have? Are you gonna buy a warehouse and start putting all your stuff in there? Is it gonna be with a second floor? You know, do you need a second floor? Do you need a whole building? The sky is the limit, right? Again, you know, definitely a great system and it works 100%. Private label, not to be left behind. It's definitely duplication to the max, where you can just build it up and have a crazy amount of items and products and private labels that you sell, 50, 60 private label products that you sell, and each of them making at least one of them making 2 million, another making 500K a year, you know, like definitely have a lot of opportunities when it comes to private label. So not to prolong the video too much, we're already about 25 minutes into this one. I want to be able to show you some results, and with those results we're going to be able to tell a little bit. If you are if you're on the live stream, you're definitely going to be able to get you're going to be able to see products just like how I see them on my screen right now, just like that. So you'll be able to get the live numbers with everything, and then some of my own personal results. So we're gonna go into a few Trellos here that we are working on, and we're going into this section right here. So we have a system. These are some demo items and some demo items that we're working with right now. And we have some information here that helps us to make sure that we are picking a good product. So let's look at, for example, this Polar FT4. I'm gonna go ahead and click this link. I'm gonna go ahead and click the other link right here. I'm gonna eliminate this. I'm gonna make sure we're logged into everything. Just gotta make sure we're logged into our extensions here. Perfect. So, logged into our extension over here. This one item, one of the items that we had gotten, we had under a magnifying glass. You're looking at a keeper chart. You definitely want to make sure that you understand what you're looking at over here. If you don't understand what a keeper chart is, definitely make sure you get that in your life, as if you're gonna sell online, this will tell you velocity and a few other stuff. For those that might know how to read a good keeper chart, as far as movement goes, this is the type of movement that you want to see. Maybe more of a straight line going down the bottom, but still a lot of movement, so a lot of velocity with this item. Keepa's telling us right here in statistics that it sells about 63 times a month. So it sells pretty good. We got a few people selling it, so we got 3 so far. And it sells for 169 bucks. If we go into the website that we found it on originally, it was Best Buy, found it for $89.99. So that's definitely a deal. As if you put over here $89.99, that's 90 bucks plus taxes, plus shipping, plus your prepping fees, and everything that you're gonna spend on that. I'm gonna say this weighs half a pound. So this is super light, and we're gonna say that this is gonna be 95 bucks. So that means that this item right here could get you net of $46, right? That means 40% ROI. And it gives you 27% margin on the product, on the actual price of the sale. So it's very simple. Pretty much, you're getting 27% of the wholesale of the selling price. So if it sells for 169 bucks, you get 27%, which is $46. And those $46 represent 48% of your investment. Right? So you're actually making 48% on your money. All right, so it's $46. You put $95, you can get $46 back. So that's definitely a good product. How many can I buy? Well, they sold out already. You gotta definitely keep up with the deals, guys. You wanna make sure you keep up with the deals because deals go out quick. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right, so we have a few other products we can check. Let's just go ahead and go through a few more so you can see some good results. Let's see, I usually don't like electronics, as electronics are, you know, a lot of people like to steal electronics. They order it, get the box, but then they don't really, they claim you, they end up claiming that they didn't get it, and then, you know, Amazon usually just returns the product and that's it. But this is cool. We got BSR of 0.07%. See that line? That's what I told you. That it moves. We still got movement, but it's just a straight line all the way at the bottom as it maintains that BSR, which is pretty much that's what that's telling us. It stops maintaining that BSR around here as people ran out of their inventory. Right? No more inventory here, no sales, but then Amazon even gets back on it and more sales. This is a product that's been selling around $99.99, but it's really around $74.99. Right now, I think it's selling for $99.99 again. We're gonna make sure by looking at the competition here. And it looks like Best Buy. Is that the real Best Buy? No. Yes, it is. What? Is this real life? Best Buy has a storefront on Amazon. Are you kidding me? I did not know this. So Best Buy as the reseller company that they are, they also resell on Amazon. Would you look at that? Get out of here. Oh yeah. They don't have that many products. I guess they're what? That's crazy. I never heard of this before. I've been selling for a little while and I never heard of this before. I'm gonna go ahead and send a little message over here to one of my friends. Did you guys know that that's why I had a storefront? And let me just copy the link. That is crazy. I've never seen that before. All right, good to know. So, and it just so happens that the phone that we found it on this website. We found it for $49.99. We always want to make sure that it matches 100%. And they're selling Prime, so that means that they have it. That's crazy. Let me see. Let's go back to the product. Yes. So yes, it is the exact same product. All right, perfect. So again, it's sold for $49.99. Sold even for less, for $44. It it really sells for $99.99. That's the real price. So whoever sold it for the $49, it was desperation. And Amazon is really having a hard time having it, period. So the sale price has been going up again. So if we say that we could sell this for $70 and we can get this for 50, let's say 55, we're looking at $4.33. Ooh, not so great. Not so great. Because then if something happens and you have to change the price a little more, or something in the shipping happens and you get a return on something, you literally just have $4 to play with on your profit. And if something does happen, which it does happen, then you're not gonna see it anyway. For me to be able to buy it at that price, I will have to sell it at least 80 bucks. 80 bucks is nice. When was the last time that it sold for 80 bucks? We're looking at the price over here. We see that $74.99 has been the price, but right now, $99.99 is the price, and Best Buy is holding that buy box at $99.99. And who am I to say that Best Buy does not have the best price? Literally, ooh, this is kind of a good item to get into right now. These are deals that you kind of have to work in right there. Spot. So boom. All right. Good to go. So we say that this is a good choice. We'll kill that. We'll keep that on the pin tab right there. And so I just want to put a little note over here for myself. Go ahead and check this out. This is supposed to be in Walmart. Walmart usually has everything out of stock already. And 0 items in your cart. It just took me to my cart for some reason. Let's go ahead and click Walmart one more time and hope it takes us to the product. If it doesn't, it's because it's most likely gone. Yeah. Cool. We got another one into the archives. We got a little KitchenAid over here. We got an eBay purchase. eBay purchases are not so great either. eBay purchases are not trustworthy 100%, and then it doesn't help you with consistency either. See a big difference on the price. You have a lot of colors, so we know there's variations in this item. And we looked at the keeper chart. And with the keeper chart, we can tell that it's not the best item out there. What am I saying? It's pretty good. It's definitely kept. It sells for sure. A lot of people have run out of the inventory. I think that's why sales have not gone as well. It's an expensive item, that's for sure. It usually sells for $3.99. $3.50. $600. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Right now it's selling for $368, and it's only on FBM, so nobody on FBA has it right now. And this color is the Empire Red, which is Empire Red right there. So now I'm gonna click this little button. This is Ref Seller, by the way. This is the tool that I use, and I love it. It tells me all my information right here right away. And I also like to use the variation viewer when I'm not sure which one sells the most. And in this case, we can see the Empire Red is the one that has more reviews, which kind of tells you that that is the one that's selling the most. So, not bad. How many can I buy from them? I'm not sure. I wouldn't think he would let me buy too many. It's $229.95. I would definitely go back into this product. After you do some, after you put in shipping and everything, obviously you have to count that as well, and you'll be able to tell what are the things that are more available for you, right? I just wanted to show you a little bit of the results of some of the things that I get, and then these are definitely part of my leads. The other Trello that I was showing you as well, it's part of my leads as well. That's more for my variations and things like that. I don't really necessarily focus on variations so much anymore, but they are leads, and these are leads that I've been able to pick up myself with my systems. If you do have any questions, if you do have anything that you want to maybe get answered, I'll be more than happy to help anybody out. This is just me putting information out there to help the people as I was helped right from the beginning. Okay, so it's definitely been a pleasure. I most likely will take some time to do other videos and explain a little more about what the Amazon world entails and how everything works. But if you do have any specific questions, just go ahead and make sure you write a comment down below. Make sure you get to me to a direct message. You can also find me on Twitter. And at the same time, check out the Facebook page. Popular Storehouse is a page. You'll definitely be able to get in there if you have any questions. Just go ahead and shoot it out there, okay? Be safe, everybody. Have a good day. Stay with knowledge.